Hey Beans, and welcome to another glitch video. As always, if you have a glitch that you've experienced on Animal Jam, please send it to join2moments@gmail.com and I will read it and possibly feature it in one of these videos. So let's get started. Number one is another best guess glitch. This game has had a lot of issues because basically it completely changes the player layout and everyone looks different. So every once in a while things pop up that wouldn't pop up when the players and animals were in their normal state. So this person got stuck. This bunny was just dancing and then all of a sudden just was stuck in the same sitting position for the entire game, which is pretty weird. I assume that they left, but if they didn't, this would be a pretty good way to earn gems because you just are in best guess the entire time and have a 50% chance of earning gems without ever getting kicked off. Number two are some Spinny Drinks. And yes, it's true that sometimes, smoothies get lost in it, Jamal. And yes, it's true that sometimes smoothies get lost in Jamal, and it's pretty common to just see a stray smoothie, but I have never seen this many smoothies in one area. I feel like these people must have to know how to do this because they just got so many smoothies in one spot, and they kept moving around too. Pretty spooky. Number three is another one of those that I'm going to leave up to you guys. This is an Animal Jam Play Wild glitch that's a little hard to spot, so it's your goal. Good luck! Number four is this person who was stuck in between the edit den screen and the regular, play Animal Jam, not editing your den screen. And so they just couldn't keep playing Animal Jam, but also couldn't keep editing their den. Number five is a person named Too Much Spinny Boys who had a lot of fun all around Jamal this week. I got so many emails about this person because they just seem to completely defy all logic in Animal Jam. They were on land as a sea animal, they were changing animals into other sea animals on land, and then they became a Spinny Boy and then just started walking all over the map and were able to fly. So basically, this person just completely defied all the laws of Animal Jam and I have no idea how it could have happened. In this one, this person actually just went inside of a phantom. I kid you not. There was a phantom and the person went inside. Cool. Number seven are some stray moons. In the Wolves Only party, every once in a while, there are some moons that you can get if you click on the moon up in the top. And I've never seen a stray moon, though I've seen stray smoothies and other things that follow your player around, like achievements and trophies from games. But it seems as though the Wolves Only party has started throwing around moons too, because in this person's den, they found 2 or 3 moons just floating around for no reason. And number 8 is a glitch on a glitched item. If you remember, this was one of the glitches that I asked you guys to spot, and yes, the answer was, well, it says theater on the item, but then the item name says theater, but it's spelled differently. But if that mistake wasn't enough for you, well, it's become quite glitched because all of a sudden it's just appearing in front of people's trades with no explanation or background or anything. I don't really know what's going on here, but it's pretty cool. Number 9 is some cliff diving by this bean Duskwinter, who was just trying to walk around Animal Jam Play Wild and then got stuck in between 2 cliffs and was hanging off the edge. Number 10 is another one of those Play Wild glitches where an item just kind of appears, but the cool thing is the background was still there. But what's really cool is that in between the phase in which the daily member reward loaded and the sapphire loaded, a message popped up, meaning that the message showed up in between the 2 items because they're technically distinct from one another. Number 11 is a funny message that's just pretty ironic. An adventure message popped up during the Princess Bakery Bash, one of those custom birthday parties that you can hold. And what's funny is it said, now that spring is here, everything is green, but the person was literally standing inside of cake and there's no green except icing. Number 12 is one funny looking bird. This bird showed up with no username, and I can't even tell what it's supposed to be. I think it's an eagle, just very glitched out. But it was just sitting there on Animal Jam, and no one else could see it. And it was just kind of just there. Just a really weird bird with only half of a wing. And maybe I'm just totally seeing this wrong, but this person has no username and couldn't move around and was just stuck in the middle of Crystal Sands. Next up, this person was banned on this account, DB0416. Keep that username in mind. It says access denied, and when they clicked the player tab, well, it said that the account was permanently banned and would never, be unbanned. Yet, they could still log into the account and do the daily spin. I don't know if they could do more than the daily spin, I don't assume so, but for some reason, they could still log into the account and do the daily spin every single day while banned. Free money! Well, not really, you couldn't pick them up, but it's pretty cool. Some adventure gem packet ball pouches. Some adventure gem pouches started appearing around Jamad Township for various people today. I've never seen this glitch before, but all of a sudden it seems pretty widespread because everyone seems to be getting these gem pouches. Even in the underwater lands, this seems to be happening. So I have no idea what's going on here, what kind of coding error happened in Animal Jam recently to make all these gem bags appear, but it's pretty cool to see adventures coming into regular Animal Jam, even if it's by accident. Number 16 is a little glitch with a new sheep on Animal Jam Playwild. They literally get impaled by the forest bow. Like if you put a forest bow on them, I kid you not, it just goes inside of them. So yeah, I love the forest bow very much, but I don't want to see it hurt any sheep. So if you could change that, that'd be great. Next up, I love Animal Jam's new loading screen. It's awesome, but there have been some issues with it recently because, as I'm sure you've noticed, the heads move, but the bodies don't. And so the heads and bodies are separate entities, just to decrease the time it takes to load by, making there less stuff to load. But sometimes the heads load and the bodies don't, and sometimes you pull it up and it's totally, pixelated, which it shouldn't be. But it's pretty cool, and I also do love the Animal Jam HQ threw in their own croc on there. Pretty clever. Number 17 is the sizing of this helmet on the Cougar. Now you see, the Cougar was released very quickly because Animal Jam likes their money, and recently they've been releasing animals left and right without really checking them for glitches, and this is one example where a Cougar has a glitch that's pretty silly, just because Animal Jam is rushing to pump out these animals as fast as possible so they can get people to spend diamonds as fast as possible. So this also needs to be looked at. And this is definitely not the only Cougar glitch I got this week. I didn't feature a lot of them because they were very repetitive and kind of boring because they were mostly, certain items not showing up, a lot of items not showing up, just like the sheep, or certain items having inverse colors where, it was supposed to be green and yellow, but it was yellow and green. It looks weird, but I didn't feature most of them because I don't really think those are too interesting. But these animals just have so many glitches, it's kind of ridiculous and really should be looked at before an update comes out. Next up, this Arctic Wolf was putting on some items when they disappeared and it started loading, but the Arctic Wolf's items were still there in outlines, which is pretty cool. There was no background or anything, just the normal wood, no white border around any of the items, and obviously no colors in the items, but the items were still there. Okay, so number 19 isn't really a glitch, but it's just kind of ridiculous. Animal Jam released the head feathers and the head feather into Animal Jam Playwild. The head feather has one feather on its head. The head feathers have two head feathers on their head, but one is sapphires and one is gems, and one is clearly more valuable than the other, but it's just one extra feather on the head. This is just plain lazy, honestly. I mean, really, you're gonna charge an entirely different amount of currency just because you added a little extra feather on there? That's a pretty cheap way to make money, because basically what happened is Animal Jam already had the head feather in the game, but they just took it and added an extra feather and then put it in the sapphire shop to get kids to spend money, even though it's the exact same thing. Number 20 is an apology to all pets, because this pets only party is for pets, but not pets, because this person was a pet and was trying to choose another pet, and it said this party is for pets only, even though they're clearly a pet and about to be a pet. So I don't know where this went wrong. Number 21 is a really weird glitch. This person was looking at their nearby players, and it had the same person like 6 times, which shouldn't happen because there's only one player. And last but not least, this rainbow chest that, I kid you not, is actually rainbow. I showed you guys a picture last week of a gem chest that was changing colors every once in a while, but this one just totally spazzed out. It went through every single color all at once, even though this person obviously didn't buy that many different chests. I wonder what color this was originally and how it just set off changing every single color like every half a second. Pretty cool if you ask me. But anyways, beans, thank you so much for watching this little episode of Glitches. As always, don't forget to send in your glitches to julian2moments@gmail.com, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.